Kevin Keatts is a winner, and he showed that to us Wednesday night. After bringing UNC Wilmington to back-to-back NCAA tournaments, where he was given the daunting task of building a winning program in the shadow of two of the biggest blue bloods in the sport. After an electric year one, where he took down both Duke and UNC, he started coming back down to earth. A lackluster year two, and what has been a pretty mediocre year this year, was making state fans question if Keatts really was the winner they needed long term. And he answered that question triumphantly at PNC Arena by beating number 6 ranked Duke by 22 points. He now turns his sight to another top 10 program coming into his house, FSU. And let me tell you, as an FSU fan, we should all be nervous. Let's look at what they're trying to do against us on offense. So, in this first clip, they're running what's called an empty side ball screen. That means when this ball screen gets set, there's an empty corner here where there's no man positioned. Now what this does is it's about to open up some space for their big man to get to the hole. Now this second clip is a little interesting. Usually when you run a spread pick and roll, you're going to set the screen with your big man down here and leave all your shooters on the perimeter. They'll sometimes set a screen with a guard, which you'll see here. That enables their big man to do a couple of pretty interesting things. So in this clip, he's going to do what's called a duck in. So after the screen is set, he's going to duck his man back and clear up this lane for the drive. In this clip, you'll see another thing that I thought was pretty interesting, although I'm not quite sure if it's on purpose. So, in this clip, DJ Funderburk, which is an awesome name, is going to come up and set a screen here, and then, on the roll, he's going to set another screen down low, and you can watch this guy here come up and get a pin down screen. So here's the screen. Here's a second screen right here for a wide open mid-range jumper. All right, let's talk about their defense. Their offense is pretty efficient, but it's pretty boring. A lot of spread pick and rolls, pretty standard actions. What I really like about their defense is they like to run press. So outside of us, they're the team that presses the most in the ACC. So this is what we call a 2-2-1 press. That means that I have two people up here, two people up here, and there's one guy hidden in the back that you can't see. So this is a zone press. We can tell it's a zone press because you'll never see these two guys switch places. They'll kind of shuffle back and forth, but they'll never switch. So here you can see it can lead to some turnovers. Good pass out of it. And a bucket on a transition 3. But the problem with presses is once they get beat, you get a pretty easy 2 points out of it. So here, Wake Forest, or I guess this is Boston College, passes forward and gets an easy bucket. All right, in this clip I want to show you how they play the passing lanes. So they're pretty aggressive defense despite the fact that they play in the gaps. So the difference between playing in the gaps and playing in deny style defense, those are the two main kinds of defense, is in the gap, you'll see that they kind of split the difference between their man and the ball, and they kind of play back, where if you're playing deny, you would want to be up, keeping your man from getting the ball. But what they do is while they're playing gap, they'll jump these passing lanes pretty aggressively. So here you see two NC State players aggressively crashing in on this passing lane to try to get a steal and a transition bucket the other way. Here's another clip against Duke where you see this backside help, jump this passing lane, and get a steal and a transition basket the other way. Alright, I just want to show you guys this because this is one of the scariest parts about their defense. They have some really elite shot blockers on this team. And as we know from watching Florida State this year, a blocked shot leads to an easy basket. Now, in this clip I want to show you where the downsides of this over-aggressive jumping the passing lanes defense comes. So here Virginia Tech runs an empty side ball screen where there's no one in this corner here, and you're going to see a backdoor cut after help here. So NC State helped, Virginia Tech sees an opportunity, they cut backdoor and get a good look at a basket. Overall, between NC State's aggressive defense and their offense, which gets better each and every game, they should never be taken lightly. Especially since we're playing on their home court. Duke just showed up there and got beat by 22 points. Any win against a conference opponent on the road is a big win. I think that this game will be exciting, a close one, and it's one of the two most important games left on our schedule. I hope you guys all find time to tune in 4 o'clock on Saturday. And as always, go Noles.